Das Mädchen hat eine Stimme wie ein Eispickel, solch einen reinen Klang. Als die Sugar Cubes mit U2 auftraten, konnte ich in meiner Garderobe die Band nicht hören. Ich hörte nur dieses dumpfe Dröhnen durch die Mauern des Stadions oder wo wir gerade spielten. Doch diese Stimme konnte ich immer hören. Sie schien Metall, Beton und Glas zu durchdringen. 50.000 Leute und diese Stimme traf mich direkt ins Herz.
Es gab nichts in dieser Art. Die Welt der Popmusik war wüst und leer und plötzlich erschien ein Licht. Zufällig waren das wir. Wir kamen aus Island und hießen The Sugar Cubes. Als ich erfuhr, dass Birthday Single der Woche im Melody Maker geworden war, war meine Reaktion, ach du Scheiße, denn ich wusste, das würde Trouble geben. Junge, wir bekamen wirklich Trouble.
There was like companies that came here and got offered us 60 trillion billions and we just told them all, you know, to F-U-C-K off because we were being terrorists and all that. And that took about 1.5 years that we just kept sending them back.
Die Sugar Cubes waren nie darauf ausgewiesen, weltberühmt zu werden. Wir machten das alles nur zum Spaß.
2, even 3 of the Sugar Cubes were probably the most promising poets or writers of Iceland's new generation. And they were finding themselves, they hadn't written a letter for 2 years because they were doing sound checks in like Texas and Alabama and doing guitar solos, and which is kind of funny. I mean, it is funny, but it's only funny for so long, you know.
Der ganze Business-Zirkus führte zum Ende der Sugar Cubes. Wir hatten einfach genug. Wir waren Freunde und ehe wir unsere Freundschaft ruinierten, beendeten wir lieber die Geschäftsbeziehung.
I had been making music like for theater, for film, like pop stuff, jazz stuff, experimental stuff, electronic stuff. Basically try everything, basically work with everybody in Iceland, but always with other people's visions. I moved to London to make my own album. It was time for me then to write songs about me. I was 27. I thought, okay, you know, you're a coward if you don't try more things. It was a very big decision to move, mostly because of my son, and I'm a really family-orientated person. When I came to London, I was very looking, and I was very sure that I was gonna do an album that hadn't been done before. So the people I was most attracted to and the scene I was most attracted to when I came here was people who knew as little as I did about what was going to happen. Not people that had already established things, but people that were still trying to sort of enter in the unknown, if you want, and trying to discover something that hadn't been discovered before. London is gorgeous because it functions as a brewing pot for people from all over the planet on similar missions to me. And if I don't talk to them regularly and I don't see them play regularly, I just go mad. You know, in Iceland I was very much the odd one out, you see. I just need to know that I'm not the only one. And the people that ended up in my band without me planning it, so we're like one person from Iran, one from India, one from Turkey, one from Cyprus, one from Barbados. It's a bit like Immigrants United. For me, the whole Britpop thing and the Oasis thing and the whole guitar thing is this kind of British scare of losing Britishness and the immigrants taking over in that. English people, like the Britpop scene, they just seem to repeating and trying to sort of hold the Victorian flag alive, but it's just, dead, and it don't seem to be doing anything fertile.
Nostalgie ist angesagt, mit Ausnahme vielleicht auf dem Dancefloor. In den Clubs blickt man in die Zukunft. Deshalb fühlt sich Björk davon angezogen.
Feeling all right?
Yeah. I keep coming out to missing you. So,
No, I haven't been here for a while.
Good stuff, yeah?
Yeah, one's excellent, like really good underground minimal techno with some really mad lock grooves on it as well, but kind of like sort of 80s disco sort of stuff it sounds like. But this is one from Germany, which is the guy's called Dynamo, which is really, really cool. It's kind of like on that Herbert sort of tip, which is really good.
If she is shopping around,
Sie klappert alles ab. Sie ist die Imelda Markus der guten Ideen. Was ist verkehrt daran? So macht man das eben, oder? Man schaut sich um.
you do, isn't it? You shop around.
I can't wait to take you seriously, man. What are you doing? Just obsessed with people with exciting ideas, and it's a bit of a weakness of mine, really. I've got no interest in working with people who do what I tell them to do. It's just no point. I might as well just do it myself then. So I much rather work with people who are just as strong as me and preferably stronger. And so it's like I give 9 billion and they give 9 billion or whatever, and that's the kick.
Sie versteht es, ihre Identität zu wahren, ihren eigenen Stil, egal mit wem sie zusammenarbeitet. Viele ihrer musikalischen Kombinationen hat es vorher noch nie gegeben.
...1993 brachte Björk ihr erstes Soloalbum heraus. Es machte sie zu einem Weltstar. Ein zweites Album folgte 1995. Doch dann, nach 4 Jahren im Rampenlicht, wurde der Druck zu stark. Auf dem Flughafen von Bangkok reagierte sie sich an einer Journalistin ab.
I had all these songs inside me, and the only way to get them out of my system was to put me in extreme danger. I think you can only do that for so long. So I did that for 4 years, and then it just exploded. When you've gone to that sort of speed of living, like 9,000 miles per hour, you don't exactly fade down. I think you sort of explode, really, and crash. That's what I did.
Björk does not need.
Björk braucht es nicht, dass man sie anbetet und verehrt. Wenn die Leute sie auf der Straße anstarren und flüstern, da ist Björk, dann ist das schlimmer für sie, als man es für möglich hält. Sie wissen nicht, was sie ihr damit antun.
Iceland's pop queen leaving her home in West London late this afternoon, still distressed at the discovery she'd been the target of a crazed fan's attempt to harm her.
It's just kind of a very sad thing, obviously when somebody shoots their face off, It's terrible. I'm not sure if I'll dream very properly for a while.
These are the